Hey, what's up? This is Chris. It's tea time. I was going to talk a little bit about one of my favorite subjects, and that's tea. I love tea. Um, like my obsession for tea kind of got started a while back when I was having these headaches, and I saw a doctor, and they tried to prescribe me some crazy pharmaceutical pill, which I've used from time to time, but I really wanted to learn how to fix my headaches the natural way, and probably a lot of things I've done have helped. Exercise, just less stress. But I think it helps a lot to just stay hydrated, and one thing that helps is having drinks that are not sugary, that are good for you. So I got real into making tea, and I love making tea. And I had talked to you guys, some people already before. I've made videos before. I created this product, and I didn't get a chance to show off the box. It shows up backwards on the video, but this is the packaging I came up with for this product I created, the coffee and tea infuser. This is the deal right here. It's just a little metal basket that fits in a regular mason jar. And I was going to try to make a special tea today. A lot of times I just make up my own blends, and I keep different stuff in these jars. This right here is some Siberian rose right here. I got it at a local herb shop. And this is just rose petals. I found that rose makes a pretty cool tea. And then this is rose hips. And so I like to mix, one of my favorite mixes that my family likes a lot is rose and cinnamon. But I'm all out of cinnamon right now, which is kind of a bummer. So one thing I've been doing a little bit too recently, because it's cold season, is I got this mix right here from Mountain Rose Herbs, and it's echinacea and roots. And it's got in it already a mix. It's got echinacea, dandelion, cinnamon, burdock, and stevia to sweeten it. And so that's a pretty good one. And I'm going to try to mix a little bit of echinacea and roots with some rose and see how that comes out. And then I think I'm going to make another one with some, one of my favorite things to mix in teas is fennel, which kind of gives it this sweet, kind of like a licoricey taste. And see, I ordered a big bag of fennel from, you can order this stuff online. There's Western Botanicals, Star West Botanicals, Mountain Rose Herbs. There's probably a lot of others too. But I find it to be really fun to come up with my own teas. Sometimes they come out and they're not so good. But the other thing I wanted to show off is this, my neighbor's awesome seamstress. And she helped me create this. It's like a little cover to put on your mason jar. It's got handles on it. This is like the third version. The last one was like this. It was a little taller. And it had drawstrings on it. So you could tighten it up. But we kind of decided that it makes it too hard to drink out of with that extra material. So she created this version. If this is something you're curious about, that you'd be interested in getting, let me know, because we could custom make these. Haven't really worked out exactly what the price would be, but I'm kind of curious to see if this is something that people would be interested in. But for now, I'm going to make some tea. And we'll see how it comes out. Oh yeah, here was the original prototype for the cover we came up with. So yeah, take a regular jar here. Things I think is really cool about this infuser is that, it's good for the environment. We don't have to waste paper, and it's really nice to drink out of glass. So if you're someone who likes to make tea or who uses herbs, then this is a great way to go. And I'll put a link so you can purchase one if you're interested. Oh yeah, the other important thing is that, like, when you make tea from herbs, you really don't want to lose the, when you pour hot water in, for instance, like the steam comes out, and I've read that that's like, you want to save that steam. That has some of the essential oils in it. So I'm gonna mix some rose petals with fennel. I don't think I've tried that before, just those two things. See how it tastes. I just guess, you know, and I figure over time I'll get some good recipes, but so far it's just a bunch of guesswork. I'm using this thing, it's really cool. It's got buttons for different temperatures on it. My friend Sean gave me this for a birthday. It's like the coolest thing ever. I use it all the time. So you can pour your... You can make cold teas too. Just put the herbs in or your mix and just put it in the refrigerator overnight. Just like you would do a cold brew coffee. And I do it with fruit sometimes. But a lot of times what I do is just I want to make some tea right now because I'm impatient. I'll just make that and let it sit on the counter for 3 or 4 minutes and steep. And then pour it into a jar. And like if I'm in a hurry and I'm doing this in the morning, what I'll do is, here's some mix I made that's been in the fridge, is I'll put it in my little cozy, take it with me. And it's kind of hard on the go though. You have to take this infuser basket out. So what I found is it's good to have a second jar so you can take it out and put it in the other jar. And eventually I'd like to create a product that holds 2 jars just for that reason, but that's down the line. I haven't sold too many of these products. It's a big idea of mine, but I'm trying to figure out how to get the word out and how to promote this thing. So that's part of why I'm doing videos. I've learned that in order to reach more people online, you have to do videos because that's one of the best ways to meet people, to reach people. It's kind of hard to do at first. Like I felt shy about it, but now that I've made a couple videos, it's getting a little easier. And I find that it seems like people interact more when you make a video. And if you want to do something on your own, you have to take some chances and take some risks and be brave. So my whole thing was I wanted to start my own business so I didn't have to spend the rest of my life working for someone else. And which is funny because I've been going to job interviews this week. I'm having a hard time making it on my own, but it's a slow process. It's not something you do all at once. You got to work your way up. So, oh yeah, I was gonna make another one with echinacea and rose hips and see how that comes out. Let me see if I can. Oh yeah. These are the kind of what gave me the idea to make these for the mason jars. Is I found these online, and it looks exactly the same, but the other ones that had been made only fit in a largemouth jar, and largemouth jar is kind of like not so good to drink out of because it's so big, you know, like. And actually, this is like way more space than you really need. So I actually had to go to manufacturers in China and send them the dimensions and have the drawings made to where it would fit in the smaller mouth jars. And what's really cool about these is like a lot of spaghetti jars have this same size. So it'll work in those too. You can recycle spaghetti jars rather than buying a whole pack of mason jars. So I'll go ahead and make the other one in this large mouth jar though. Some rose hips. And echinacea is supposed to be really good for cold season, and cinnamon really helps with the flavor. It makes a pretty good mix. So I'm going to make another hot tea with that. Whoa. Running out of water. Oh, I didn't plan that one ahead too well. I ran out of hot water. I always use filtered water for this, so I'll just get some more going. But anyway, if you're interested in getting either a cozy for your mason jars, or if you're interested in getting coffee and tea infuser, contact me or look at the links I'm going to put below this video. Thanks for checking it out, and hope you guys are having a good week, and I'll talk to you later.